Everyone who's done time has felt the pain. The emotional, the mental, spiritual. It's all in there. It's all included. But the big question is did you learn anything from that? See, most people, they waste it. They sit in it, mope in it. But pain has a purpose if you learn how to train yourself through it. My name is Jason, and I'm the president and CEO of Behind Bars Blueprint, an organization designed to help individuals and their families navigate the incarceration process from beginning to end and even beyond. Today, we're going to talk about pain with purpose, turning time into training. Let's get started. The reality of pain, and especially pain inside, is that we misunderstand it and we misinterpret it. You see, our society has created an environment where we think that anytime that we're uncomfortable, anytime that we're in discomfort, something must be wrong. And that simply isn't always the case. As a matter of fact, most of the time, that's not the case. What that is that's the universe trying to tell you that something's off and you need to move. You need to take action. You need to do something. But we just think, oh, I'm uncomfortable. Something must be wrong. I have to do what I can to alleviate this comfort as soon as possible. And that's not true. That's your signal. That's your sign. It's time to take action. But none of this is possible without the proper training mindset. And how do you get the proper training mindset? Well, first of all, get comfortable being uncomfortable. A lot of people approach it, well, I'm not strong in this particular area or this particular sport or this particular mental activity, so I'm just not going to do it or avoid it. And that's not how that works. You see, you don't get strong and then train, you train and then you get strong. And you have to be able to adjust your mindset from that. Too often we give ourselves a reason to quit. We give ourselves a reason to not even start. I can't tell you how many times I hear people say, well, I'm not very good at that. And I say, well, do you want to know why you're not very good at that? Because you don't do that. In order to get good at it, you have to do it. And all the training and preparation in the world is great, but until you actually start to train and actually start to do it, it's useless. You see, some people will let a situation like that harden them, and then there's others that will use that situation to sharpen them. And that's exactly what you need to do and change your mindset on. See, there's a difference between suffering and training. And a lot of times, if you allow yourself to suffer with a purpose, that turns into training. And that turns into very valuable training. It's something that, again, most of us miss, most of us don't know where to find it or look for. Suffering is what happens when you let the pain own you. Training is what happens when you own the pain. When you take that discomfort, when you take that feeling of being uncomfortable and say, what can I learn from this and how can I use this to sharpen me, not harden me? So with that being said, I have a message for correctional facilities and correctional officers and correctional administrators. Pain without structure is no progress. Pain with structure becomes progress. And I know every one of you know that. I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult to deal with budget constraints. I know it's difficult to deal with staffing constraints. But if we can provide an environment where the purpose of this not only is just to not only lead to less violence, but to also rebuild people, we're on the right track to creating long-term lasting growth, not only for the facilities and the administrators and the correctional officers involved, but also for the inmates themselves, both while they're incarcerated and beyond. A busy mind is a healthy mind, and a trained mind is a safe mind. And that's something that these guys have a lot of time. They have a lot of time, but staff can be an issue. Staffing can be an issue. This program, Behind Bars Blueprint, fills those gaps. It gives these guys a very easy to follow, very easy to facilitate program that they can work themselves through day in and day out, working on themselves, learning a new way of thinking, taking this time to train instead of to complain, get into trouble, anything that might lead to them to misbehave. So my closing message, use the time. Use the time to train. Whether you're an inmate, you can use the time to train yourself. I know there's pain. Train through the pain. This is not going to be something that you're used to. It's not going to be something that you're comfortable with. But it is going to be something that I guarantee, through proven results, will benefit you if you can stick with it. If you're the facility, if you're the prison facility, if you're the jail, this is a program that you can use to help train your inmates through their pain. You can show them a new way of thinking, a new way of seeing the world, a new perspective on how they've been conducting themselves and how they can change that for the better. It's how you turn your sentence into a foundation. It's how you help those that are under your care, again, if you're a correctional facility, to learn how to do things differently. So in the long run, they stop coming back. And when they get out, they're now equipped with what they need to successfully move forward with their own lives. I think it was Cameron Haynes that said that if you make pain your friend, you'll never be alone. There's a lot of truth to that, but it's what we do with that pain that counts. Again, if you let it harden you, it's not good. Let it sharpen you. Take this time to train yourself. Instead of getting upset, read a book. Instead of lashing out and doing something foolish, write a letter. Do something productive. Guys, again, I hope this helps. I hope this is something that you find useful. Again, feel free to leave your comments and below. Feel free to reach out to me at behindbarsblueprint@gmail.com. You can also go to the website at www.behindbarsblueprint.com. You can check out the full resources of workbooks we have there. We've got facilitator guides that we just released too for facilities, for church coordinators, so that can help them lead a group of individuals that might need this information, might need some help walking through it. But again, the books are very self-explanatory. They, step by step, they walk you through. So guys, again, if you wouldn't mind giving us a like, give us a subscribe, a share, a thumbs up, we really appreciate it. It helps what we're trying to do here. And again, we're trying to reach as many people as we can to help as many people as we can. And that includes family members of the incarcerated as well. We've got a workbook for that too. So again, check us out, guys. Check out the website. Give us a like. We really appreciate it. Until next time, keep the faith. Stay strong.